All right, everybody, I want to welcome you to the 2015 Stream Energy and Cellular webinar. My name is Ryan Morris. I am a national director. I've been with this company for 10 years. I am so excited because this last weekend we have unleashed the largest promotion we have ever run in Stream's history. And it's only August 2nd, so we have an entire month to run with this, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. For those of you that are just logging in, the name of our company is Stream Energy and Cellular. You should see the Stream Energy logo right there on your screen. And really why we're here is to talk about what does freedom look like to you. For a lot of people, you have maybe time freedom or financial freedom, but very rarely we see somebody that has both. What do I mean by that? You might make a lot of money, but a lot of times your business owns you. And a lot of other times, maybe you have all the time in the world, but you don't make enough money to really go enjoy it. So this company will give you both your time and your money back. And let's talk about how to do that. First off, you'll see in the background our Stream Energy corporate office is that beautiful white building. And for those of you that have never heard of us, we are not here to talk about maybe this might work. At this point, we are 10 years old. We have over 1 million customers. We've done $7 billion in total revenue. We are debt free, and this has been arguably the worst economy that we've had since in my lifetime, and arguably probably in your lifetime. But in that time period, we have absolutely revolutionized the energy industry. We have over 1 million customers. We've paid out over $300 million in commissions. Guys, that's over $250 million we've paid out to people like you and I. And we are the largest direct selling energy company in the world, according to the Wall Street Journal. That is all spectacular results. And we've done that all in just 6 different states. You'll see on the map right there on your screen, $7 billion in just 6 states. And guys, the best part is, as of this year, we have opened up the rest of the country. So what does that mean to you? It means we have a billion-dollar company with the benefits of being on the ground floor. That is very, very rare in business to see a company that has this much success with a ground floor opportunity. So let's look at how this works. Well, traditional advertising in the past goes out and spends hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising. And we all know advertising doesn't really work. We call it hopeful advertising. The companies are hoping that their dollars are going to be spent, customers are going to see them, and it's going to bring in revenue. But as we all know, that doesn't always work. Billboards, telemarketers do not work, or at least they don't work very efficiently. What does work is the power of word of mouth, relationship marketing, friend telling a friend. And we all understand and know that this does work. So what do? We don't sell anything to anybody. I'm betting everyone on this webinar has both energy and cellular services. All we do is educate. Stream goes out and educates you that it is safe to switch. It's safe to switch. It costs nothing and you can pay a lower bill. So we educate you, the associate. You, the associate, goes out and share. Guys, in a time of Facebook and multimedia online and all sorts of different social media stuff, share is the word we're looking for. We educate the associate who goes out and shares the information with customers. Those customers switch over, save money, pay their bills, and we split that revenue 3 different ways. We give it to you, the associate, for bringing in that customer in passive residual wealth. We give savings to the customer. Instead of paying for billboards, telemarketers, naming stadiums, etc., we take that money and give it to the customers in savings. That's why we can be so cheap. And then Stream keeps the rest of that revenue. And my favorite part is our advertising system doesn't have any dollars wasted. We don't have any hopeful advertising hoping that what we're doing is working. We know it works. We know where the customers come from, and we reward both the customer and the associate for being partnered with Stream. So let's get into the details of how this actually works. We've created loyal customer base because our customers are our friends and family. We create opportunities for the individual with very low risk and tremendous financial reward at the end. Guys, a lot of people come into network marketing not truly understanding what it is. All it is a way for you to leverage both your time and your money, and a way to get paid off what other people are doing. It's significant. It's great. The wealthiest people in the world, Donald Trump, our now presidential candidate, whether you like him or not, is a billionaire. He endorses network marketing. He wrote a book with Robert Kiyosaki Kiyosaki, which is probably the king of passive residual wealth. The two of them wrote it together, and it has been a phenomenal success about network marketing. So let's talk about this. We are now streamed nationwide. We're in all 50 states. And if you think about this for just a minute, we have done $7 billion in revenue with just 6 states, actually now 7 if you count Washington, D.C. But we've opened up the entire country for cellular services. Can you imagine what a $10 billion company is going to do when we open our geographic territory 10 times what we had in the past? It's going to be incredible. So why did we pick mobile? Why did we pick mobile on top of energy? Well, mobile's the next big wave. I mean, it already is the big wave, but right now people are upping their data that goes through their phone. It's not just about how many phone lines you have anymore. It's about how much data you're streaming through it. Streaming, no pun intended, but it's kind of a nice word, huh? We revolutionized the wireless industry. We're not asking anybody to do anything different. We're just asking you to save money. Think of it as a Groupon. Think of it as a mass bulk discount. We have partnered with two of the largest cellular networks in the country. We've picked AT&T and we've picked Sprint on purpose because the two networks have two different technologies. We've got the SIM card industry and we've got the non-SIM card industry. Guys, it doesn't matter which one you pick. We have great rates for both companies and we're flying now that we've partnered with them. So just to give you a recap, we have energy, we have phones, and we have protective services. In an era where everybody's social security and credit cards are being stolen, we now have protective services that run much like ID lock or the theft protection. And all that does is just monitor your credit and it monitors your ID to make sure that if something does happen, we can get you repaired and back on track as quick as possible. But make no doubt about it, if you live in one of the energy states that we offer, or if you have a cell phone, those are our main two products. Those are the main two things that we focus on, and that is what will build you residual, long-term, passive freedom. So what do? We have a very simple business plan. Our simple business plan is this. We enroll a few customers. How much does it cost to be a customer? Well, nothing. It becomes totally free to become a customer. And understand, if you're with energy, if you're looking at this from an energy perspective and you live in one of our 6 states, switch your energy from TXU Energy or Pico Energy if you live in Philadelphia, or if you're up in New York, maybe Con Ed if you're in the New York area. Guys, to switch your energy costs nothing. To go from one company to another, there's no disconnection fee, there's no reconnection fee, there's no strings attached. And the best part is, if your power goes out by state law, you get the same people that have always fixed your poles and wires to come out and fix your poles and wires, and there is nothing to worry about. Because of deregulation, we have the best of both worlds. Not only do we get the best rate, but we also get the delivery system of the networks that are already in place to take care of them. So this is a great, great thing because we get to profit from two of the largest deregulations that have ever happened in the United States. So we enroll a few customers. It's free to enroll them. There's no cost. There's no charge. They just save money. On the other hand, we teach others to do the same thing. We build teams. We build teams of people that are going to enroll just a handful of customers. And through that method, we can get paid on thousands and thousands and thousands of people's bills. It's really, really amazing. And this simple business plan has made us $7 billion in revenue. How do we get paid? We have 4 ways to earn. You'll see the first way right there is free essential services. If you just want to get your bill for free, if you just want to get your energy or cellular bill for free, you can do that. I'm going to show you that in just a second. If you want to have quick start income, which is our first way to get paid, you get paid for enrolling an energy customer or a cellular customer for free. You get paid by putting them in. We get monthly earned income, which is residual income, residual passive wealth off people's energy or cellular bills that come through. And then leadership income is getting paid to teach other people how to put a customer in. So let me clean this up and say it very simply. We get paid to put the customer in. We get paid every time they pay their bill every month. We also get paid for teaching others how to put a customer in. Guys, that's the front, the middle, and the back. I don't understand any other way to get paid off this. It's absolutely incredible. So let's really break down our system and see how this works. Free essential services are basically being a referral factory. If you don't want to partner with us, if you don't want to make residual income, you can actually do this entire business for free by referring customers in. You'll see right there on your screen that if you enroll 5 customers, And if you want your energy bill for free, you need to enroll 5 energy customers. If you want your cellular bill for free, you need to enroll 5 mobile customers. But once you do that, you get 25% off of your bill for free for enrolling those 5 customers. If you enroll 6 customers through 10 customers, once you've completed that 10th customer, you will get 50% off of your bill for free. And the last way is obviously if you enroll 15 customers, you get your bill for free. Now I got to put a little asterisk in there. Obviously, you got to pay for taxes and you got to pay for delivery, but the energy portion or the cellular portion of your bill is absolutely 100% free if you get that referrals of 5, 10, 15 in there. Now, guys, I'm not here for free. I think free is great, but I'm here to talk about revenue, how to make profit, how to really profit from the largest deregulations that have ever happened in the United States. And if you'll see on the screen right there, John Paul Getty said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Guys, when I used to be a personal banker, I started this business when I was 25 years old. I met every goal they ever set for me for the bank. During that time period, I got a 3% raise, a 3% raise for meeting every goal they ever set for me. You might find yourself in that same boat. You might be doing everything your job, boss, company asks and not be able to get a raise. Guys, that's really frustrating. That's really sad. That's really hard when you're doing everything you can but can't get more income to go with it. Because of this business, when I started 10 years ago at the age of 25 years old, I started working it 1 day a week. By following this simple system that you see on the screen right here, in about a year and a month's time, my part-time residual wealth from Stream Energy actually replaced and equaled my full-time bank salary. You fast forward about 6 months later, about 18 months in the business, my part-time stream income had doubled my full-time bank salary. And by the time I reached 28 years old, just 3 years into this business, I had more than tripled my bank salary part-time on the side. And I retired from the corporate world and have gone from state to state to show people how you do this business. Now, don't let me going state to state affect you from joining this business, because you do not have to go from state to state. You can absolutely do this just from at home, your home computer, anywhere you want to. And a prime example is by being on this webinar right now. So this slide that I've paused on right here is the most important slide that we're going to see the entire day. If you want to make a lot of money, this is the way you do it. In order to become an associate and partner with Stream Energy and Cellular is a one-time fee of $375. Now, why do you have to pay to join Stream Energy and Cellular? You have to pay in order to be licensed in all the areas that we are licensed in. You are partnering with Stream Energy and Cellular. So $375 buys you that license, buys you that partnership with Stream, and you can now go anywhere Stream does. So the first thing you're going to do, if you everyone look at your screen right there, the first thing you're going to do is go out and get 5 customer points. Now, those 5 customer points can either be energy, cellular, or protective services, any combination of those 5. Now, don't let 5 scare you, because you'll notice the first 2 customers, everybody look at your screen, just became the Stream marketing system. All that means is it's your website. Your website is absolutely crucial if you're going to be in this business. It's kind of like being a barber. You got to have a pair of scissors if you're going to be effective, right? So our pair of scissors is the website. Your website tracks how many customers you have, how many associates you have, what states they're in, and it's really fun to watch your team grow in your back office through the marketing system. That marketing system is $25 a month. It's your only overhead. It's the only overhead we have at Stream Energy and Cellular. At any point, you can go in and turn that website off, and you don't have any overhead anymore. But guys, I encourage you to keep it on, because it's our way of actually enrolling customers and following our checks and building our business. So you go to your website, and who do you think your first real customer is going to be? You, obviously, you want to buy from yourself. So if you live in one of the 6 states we're in, my first suggestion is switch your own energy customer. So you go to your website, you switch your energy over from TXU if you live in Texas, or Reliant in Houston, over to Stream Energy. If you're in Philadelphia, it's Pico over to Stream Energy. If you're in New York, maybe it's Con Ed over to Stream Energy. But how much does it cost? Nothing. It is completely free to switch over. And reliability wise, everything remains the same. All of the delivery remains the same. There is no difference when you switch over, except for the price you're paying per kilowatt, and who the profit is, or who the person receiving the profit is off your bill. So what do? You go enroll your energy, you switch over, and you become your own energy customer. Guys, the first customer I switched was actually my sister in Dallas, Texas. And this was my aha moment. Everybody pay attention. This is so important because when I switched her bill and she called me the next month and said, Ryan, my bill really is cheaper. And I said, Allison, I really just got a check in the mail for your account, and became the proven point to me that this actually works. And the question becomes at that point, how many bills do you want to get paid on each and every month over and over and over and over and over again? So guys, the first customer should be yourself. If you can't switch yourself, switch somebody in one of the 6 states with energy. If you don't have energy, go switch your cell phone. I'm actually on the stream service right now. You can pick whichever model is correct for you. That's why we have 2 different networks. We have the AT&T network or the Sprint network. You can switch your phone, your kid's phone, your iPad, your spouse's phone, your neighbor's phone, whatever works for you, but you need a total of 3 customer points. You'll notice on the board you have an energy with a light bulb, you have a phone symbol, and you have the protective services symbol. If you get a protective services, which is the ID theft, ID protection, you also get a point for that. So when you have a total of 5 points, as long as it's any combination, 3 customers energy, 2 energy, 1 cellular, or all 3 cellular, in any combination of 5 customer points, you get a one-time check of $100. Now, guys, we're not in the business for $100, but this right here is the most important thing we say, because this has taught you to do the 2 things that we teach at Stream Energy. Number 1, you've signed yourself up to be an associate. Number 2, you've signed yourself or somebody up to be a customer. And most importantly, by doing this process, you have received your first check. Now, in a business of duplication, we always teach monkey see, monkey do. At this point, we want you to stop getting customers. Stop. You don't ever have to door knock. You don't ever have to make cold calls. Stop getting customers at this point. 3, and we're going to pause for just a second. Because after you get your 3 customers, we're going to go sponsor 2 people who want to make extra income, 2 associates, 2 business partners, 2 people that want more out of life, that want time, that want more money, whatever it is they're looking for. We want 2 business partners to do what you just did. You'll see right there that you sponsor, there's a man and a woman on your screen, and we're going to teach them to do exactly what you just did. Go get 5 customer points. 2 is going to be their website, just like you did. 3, actual customers, whether it's energy, cellular, or ID protection. As long as they have 5 customer points, they make a check of $100, just like you did. Now, everybody look at your screen, because this is really, really important. We're going to teach, why do you think those 2 people are going to go out and get their 5 customer points? Do you think they're doing it for you? Do you think you are on this webinar to make your sponsor money? No, guys, and this is such an important part of this business. Those 2 people are doing it for their family, for their future, for their financial wealth. And those 2 people are going to put their customers in because they want to start their business. And if we teach them to do this in their first 30 days, they will make $100 for themselves. And guys, if you're new on this program, if you're brand new to this webinar, unless you get a check for $100, your sponsor makes nothing. So whether you've been in this business for 10 minutes, 10 months, or 10 years like I have, the most important person on this webinar is the new person, because we all reach out, grab the new person, teach them to make a check, and then everybody makes a check. So if you look at the right side of your screen, if you do what's shown right here, you'll make $100 for your 5 points. You'll make $100 each time you teach someone to get their 5 points, for a total of $300. But if you do this in your first 30 days from the day you sign up, instead of $300, you will get a $100 bonus for a total of $400, and a free custom stream tablet to go along with it. Guys, that free custom stream tablet has the entire business presentation loaded on it. So from this point on, all you have to do is show them that tablet, hit play, and they can see this entire webinar that you're seeing right now from your custom stream tablet. Now, those of you that are seeing this right now in August of 2015, understand there is the biggest promotion we've ever run in the history of Stream that's on the table right now. If you sign up in August and do what you see on the screen right here in your first 30 days in the business, instead of a $100 bonus, you receive, wait for it, put your seatbelt on, $700 bonus. Plus your 300 means you receive $1,000 if you do this in your first 30 days, plus a free custom stream tablet. For those of you out here that understand deregulation and how much money switches hands, for those of you that are business owners that understand ROI, return on investment, most successful business owners, the first question out of their mouth is, how fast can I get my money back? Ladies and gentlemen, it is $375 to sign up. It's $25 for your website. That's $400. You'll notice most months, most of the time, if you do what you see on the screen, you get all of your money back in a stream tablet. This month, if you do that, you make $1,000 in your first 30 days. Guys, not only do you get your money back, you're making over 100% return in your first 30 days. That is phenomenal when you're talking about a business. That is way over the top, and especially in this economy, you do not want to miss that $1,000. That is the best return on investment of any business I have ever seen, that quick as far as that timeline. So, guys, I spend more time than most on this slide because this slide right here, the 5 customer points and the 2 associates, is the most important thing we're going to talk about, because this is all we do over and over and over and over again. We call this becoming a regional director. When you do the U&2, you become a regional director, and let's talk about what your residual income would look like if you just taught the simple steps over and over again. So this page right here, residual, MEI, monthly earned income, is the most important slide because this is what we're all after. This is what creates residual passive wealth. Now, if you start in the upper left-hand corner, you'll notice the associates U. Is that woman sitting there? That's you. You go out on level 1 and get 2 associates. You're going to get 5 customer points. 2 is your website. 3 is either cellular points or energy points or protective services. We're going to teach each of your associates to go out and get 2 people. We're going to teach each of those associates to get 5 customers. Now, many of you look at this and go, oh my gosh, not one of these things, not one of these where it's 2 getting 2 getting 2, and they all have all these customers. Ryan, are you really expecting me to this to work like this? Are you really expecting this to happen? And guys, let me ask you back, and I want to be very, very serious with you. Think about this from a common sense point of view. If everything that we talked about up until now is true, which means you really can switch your energy, you really can switch your cell phone, you really can pay cheaper and have all the benefits that you've got right now, and everything really does work, and most importantly, if you do 5 customers and 2 associates, you turn $375 into $1,000. Wouldn't you agree that absolutely this would work? Maybe everyone's not going to do it, but for illustration purposes only, if all of that was true, wouldn't you expect that everybody would do this? And the answer is absolutely. Why wouldn't you? You would. So we're going to get 2 associates. We're going to teach them to go all the way down. And guys, remember, what's the motivation for a new person to do this? They're doing this for the $1,000. They're doing this to start their business. They're doing this to start their lifestyle. This isn't about for you. This is about what you start and for them, their lifestyle. So we're going to teach everybody to do this. If you look on the right-hand side of the screen, it's going to show you your MEI, monthly earned income per account per month. And if you do this 5 levels down, do the minimum work, it's $500 a month in passive income, not including the $1,000 bonus that you've already received for doing 1 U&2. Now, many of you sitting there might say, well, $500 really isn't that much. Many of you might be saying $500 passively, meaning I don't have to do anything to get it, coming in every month. That's fantastic. Me, Ryan, sitting here being a former banker, will say turning $375 into $500 a month every month is phenomenal. That is incredible return on investment passively coming in every month. But guys, I'm not here to show you the minimum. My question is, if we can start off sponsoring 2, how many are we allowed to sponsor? And the answer is you can sponsor as many as you want to. So let's talk about big money. Let's talk about those of you that want a lot. Guys, the secret of network marketing, and I want you to really focus here, is not to be a customer gatherer. We are not here to knock on doors and go out and talk to 1 million people. That's not how we work. The answer to what we say is, if you want a lot of customers, build a bigger team. The real way to think of this is, if you're a farmer and you want more milk, you don't go squeeze on the cows you got to get more milk. If you want more milk, you get more cows, right, guys? So we're not going to ask everybody to go get more customers. If you'll notice on the screen, we keep the customers the same. Everybody goes and gets 5, but what we're going to do is go out and instead of sponsoring 2, we're going to get 4. 4 associates, getting 4 associates, getting 4 associates, and keep the customers the same at 5. Look what happens to the residual income. It goes up to $11,800 a month in passive income. Yeah, I bet I got your attention now. Yeah, I bet streams got your attention now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that whether you think that is a big number or not, you can cut this number up any way you want. If you're a 90% failure, you will still be making $1,200 a month in passive residual wealth. Guys, if you want more money, you just sponsor more associates. And understand, some associates will do nothing. Some associates will sponsor 10. Some will sponsor 20. It's not about how many customers you have. It's about how many business partners you can put on your team. It's amazing what happens when exponential compounded growth begins to kick in. So, as the same way in the corporate world, the more you do and the higher you go up, you get more money, you get more promotions. And just like in the corporate world, we have promotions too. When you do 1, U, and 2, you become a regional director. At regional director, you start getting a lot more money per associate that enters into your business. You'll see right there, there's a $25 raise at regional director. And all that means is you've sponsored 2 associates and you have your 3 customers. At this point on, every associate that signs up, you start making a $25 override when and only when they get their 5 points. Remember, nobody gets paid unless the newest person gets paid. So you teach 2 people to become regional directors, you become a managing director. From that point on, you get $100 per person. Senior director is $200 per person, executive director is $250, and the newest position, national director, is $300 per person. But everybody understand, all we're doing is the same work. We're sponsoring associate, teaching them to get their 5 points, and teaching them to get U and 2. When the new person does that, this month in August, they make $1,000, but you start collecting all of these bonus promotion payments for moving up the ranks, for teaching people to be successful. I get so excited, I trip over my words sometimes, guys. This is an amazing business. So these are the leadership positions. This is how you get paid one-time bonuses on top of the residual, and it gets very, very exciting when you get a real leader in the business that starts to take off. Guys, the final few slides I'm going to show you are the cost of the business is $375. And as we talked about earlier, what that does is partner you with Stream Energy and Cellular to get the licenses needed to get paid off of customers as we move from state to state. Really what this does is it gives you the incredible corporate support and customer service that Stream has. Guys, did you know that J.D. Powers and Associates independently ranked our customer service number 2 in Texas out of over 80 plus companies? That number 2 in the entire electricity world out of 80 plus companies is what we got for our customer service. You are paying for that when you sign up so that you have the best of the best helping you as you move along. The only reoccurring expense, as we talked about earlier, is $25 a month. That gives you your personal website. That gives you all of the tracking systems to see your checks, your growth, all the states we go into, and of course, our training in the back, which teaches you step by step how to move through this system. If you ever want to turn that off, you can. We also get benefits like free services. If you don't want to pay that $375, you can just be a referral factory and get your bill for free. If you do want to pay that $375 and get residual wealth, you can promote up to executive director and go on paid vacations. They just announced our newest trip that we're going on this year, which is down to the Mexican Riviera in a 5-star all-inclusive hotel. Last year, we went to the Ritz-Carlton in Aruba. It was absolutely amazing. They give the executive directors a free black Mercedes-Benz to drive, and the national directors, I am so thrilled and honored to be one of the first national directors in the company. They just rewarded us with a brand new electric Tesla. I'm also very proud my sponsor, my mentor, and my real life mother in real life just qualified 2 days ago for her Tesla as well. And guys, in a business of duplication, I know it seems like a long way off, but Our mentor, Randy Hedge and Presley, the #1 income earner in the business, taught Randy, who taught Mom, who taught me. And that's exactly why we're doing this webinar now, is to teach you. There is plenty of room at the top. We are expanding nationwide. We need leaders. We want leaders. And there is no reason why you can't earn one as well. We have world-class training events that obviously are second to none, where we teach you exactly how to move through this business at a very, very quick pace. So, guys, how do you make $1,100 in the next 60 days? Well, to be honest, it's way more, a lot more money than that. You can actually make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars through our system here in August as you promote through the ranks, and you can earn much more than that. To close this thing out, I want to remind everybody that first off, if you promote to regional director this month, it's a $1,000 check. If you promote to managing director and you're brand new this month, if you promote to sign up in August and promote to managing director, it's $2,500 this month. And by the way, if you're old, if you've been in the business a while and you're not signing up in August, you get a matching bonus for sponsoring someone who gets to managing director this month. You get to senior director and sign up in August in your first 90 days. It's worth $5,000. And yes, the sponsor gets that too. If you promote to executive director in the first year and sign up in August, it's worth $10,000. And yes, the sponsor gets that too. Ladies and gentlemen, we're to the end of our program. We're sitting here at Welcome to Your Future. I want to tell you on a personal note, my name again is Ryan Morris. I'm a national director. This entire webinar will be available 24/7 on my website, which is morrisresidual.com, morrisresidual.com. You can go there and look at it. But from a personal note, I have been in every state we have launched. When I started off, I traveled from state to state, and I've seen what Stream Energy says they're going to do. I've seen what Stream Energy and now Cellular actually does when we get there. And I've seen the results and the lives changed of so many thousands and thousands and thousands of people whose lives have been affected by earning passive, residual, long-term wealth from a billion-dollar company that has just now opened nationwide, even after 10 years of really successful breaking records in every state we're in. You now have the opportunity to have a billion-dollar company combined with a ground floor opportunity of a company that is absolutely just rocking right now and will be exploding across the nation over the years to come. I have no doubt, I have absolute confidence that our CEO, Bouncer Cyro, told us we are going from $7 billion to $20 billion in half the time we did it up until now, purely on the fact that we have opened up the new cellular industry and we've opened up nationwide. Guys, I encourage you, move fast in August. In 10 years, I have never seen a promotion like the one that we have right now. We will have lots of lives changed. You can be an executive or a national director. And most importantly, we have an entire team of associate support and leaders that will help you do it. If you have any questions on this, get with the person that brought you to this webinar. Make sure you get your questions answered. And guys, I will do everything possible this month to help you along the way. Thank you so much for being on the webinar. Go to morrisresidual.com for more training, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you very soon. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.